Hello, everyone, and welcome to this very warm Tuesday night here for our Signal of Streams podcast. I thank you all for joining us. I hope your weeks are going well. If I turn beet red and start to melt, don't be alarmed.
It's part of the show.
It's all part of the show.
It's all going to plan.
For every $20 donation, we raise Noelle's room temperature 1 degree.
You don't. No. Yes, it will also decrease the length of the stream by 15 minutes.
Oh no, not that.
I know. Yes, but we had to take a hiatus. Some work obligations came up last week, so I apologize for that. But we are back. With the wonderful AP crew, and I'm just going to say that to annoying
it's canon.
Friday night crew.
Hello, Friday back kids.
Because it's fun. Hey, says Chrisanne.
Most Friday bad kids.
They're not bad. See, I say they took it the wrong way. I was like, you took it as you weren't fun. And I said, that's not the case. You're just a different kind of group.
You're special.
Oh
no.
Boiler room.
Yeah, Brian.
Okay. Well, before I get into all of that, let's go around and say hello to everybody. And we'll just start with Dan, who I have closest to me up here on the screen.
Hello, everybody. As always, let me know how sound resounds in your ears. Thank you for being here. It's also warm out here. Hopefully our peach tree actually has peaches this year. That's what we're hoping. Last year it snowed here, like the end of April, and killed all the buds. It was very depressing.
We bought 2 blackberry bushes to plant, and we're hoping we don't kill them.
That's solid. Keep the bar real low.
We're very bad at plants. We're good with animals. We're bad with plants. And then, Kristen, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing well. So yesterday saw a double rainbow all the way across the sky. You know,
What does it mean?
What does it mean? It was really pretty though. Like it was legit, like the brightest rainbow I've ever seen in my life, and it was double. So it's very cool. So feeling good.
Excellent. And History Racer, how are you today?
I'm happy to be streaming from home again instead of the last session, which was kind of a technical nightmare for me. And I'm glad to be gaming because it was one of those days at work. So please present us with a bad guy who needs to be taught a lesson or two. I'll be happy with that. Just glad to see everybody here again. And everybody, remember the first rule of Like Club. Hit that like button.
Very nice. I like that. I like that very much. And last but certainly not least, Kyle, how are you doing tonight?
Doing very well, thank you, Noelle. Glad to see you all in the chat. I hope you all had a fantastic Easter. Glad to be here and roll some dice.
Excellent.
See what's at the bars.
Yeah, I think you are certainly going to be rolling some dice tonight, for sure. Yeah, where we left off, just because it's been a couple weeks, just to kind of remind everyone, they went through the Eclipse headquarters building that was rather deserted. They ended up finding out about 3 locations where, like, signal transmitters had been planted to, I guess, boost the penumbra signal. It's supposed to go out in about a week. And upon returning to their very schwanky hotel, found a curious package on their doorstep, which they deduced was a bomb.
With X-ray goggles.
With X-ray goggles that they had found in the headquarters of Eclipse. And decided they were going to use said bomb to fake their own deaths.
Cast
It
his
was a
idea.
bomb. Kaboom.
Yeah, so they then went and tried to drum up some information about the transmitter sites, and that's where we're starting off. Is I believe or not really, but they have decided as a group they're going to start with the Blue Room and Infosphere Cafe. That's going to be our first sort of location to investigate and see about the transmitter. So that's where we're starting off.
Quick side note, before we switch, we hit the miracle goal with Brian's super chat.
Ooh.
I don't know how we're lucking out and coming
Excellent.
in at 90% every time. We're at
Thank you,
110%
Brian.
now, yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot to kind of go over super chats just one more time for you guys. Yeah, super chat menus, we kind of streamlined them so that $20 will get you an inspiration to the player of your choice, but any denomination of super chat through YouTube will count towards the miracle bar on screen. So whenever that fills up, the whole group gets a miracle. So you don't have to send $20. You can send $1, $2, $5, whatever you happen to have if you can, and that will also help the team out with that goal. So keep that in mind.
It's
Okay.
miracle.
There's a chance that the bar was not flushed by the Cthulhu group, so that
Probably.
that might not count for us tonight.
I feel like it should. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
No
not our fault,
takes-backsies.
right?
I don't
It
think we
looks
can
green to
steal
me.
Cthulhu's. I don't think you want to steal from Cthulhu. But
We are only
So-
being graced
Fair
by
enough.
his power.
We've already got one gunning for us. We don't need two.
That's true.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure Moss said, "Here, roll it over."
Yeah, I believe it.
Right, Moss? I mean, just speak up if you didn't.
Yeah. The
Always
flavor is
Semi's
a banana
fault.
miracle and everything's fine.
A banana.
And Brian, she
Everyone
is right.
gets a
It is
banana.
always Stubby's fault. So if the bar was still loaded, it was blame Stubby.
Please.
We'll take the
Okay.
miracle, Seven takes the blame.
Okay, so before we kind of dive into it here, hang on, I gotta do a couple things real quick. Ta-da!
Were there any inspirations too from last time, or between?
Oh, yep. You know, I am all out of whack from last week. So yeah, there was a mythic renewal from Leo to me. Oh, thank you, Leo. There was fan art by Sassy Witch, and that goes to the whole crew. It was a picture of Nicky being shocked by the door.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yes,
It was good.
That was so good.
Oh no, that was by Kaio. I'm on the whole crew
Oh, I
by
see.
Sassy Witch. Nikki being shocked by the door by Kaio. I see. Okay, so there were two. There's two of those, and then we did the 36 likes. Those were redeemed. So that's one inspiration to all, including myself. And then Chrysanthro, and I think Streamlabs donation from that Doritos username went to Dan. So there's one from
Yeah, Doritos.
from Doritos going to Dan.
Some cool ranch.
Oh no. Have you two heard the Dorito song? Please tell me no.
I don't
I've
know.
not. I don't think I know the Doritos song.
Oh,
now you need to sing it.
No.
Dig it.
No one. So
Gamer
Yeah,
needs lunch money, Noel, by the way.
what? Hey, what do you mean his lunch
He
money?
needs lunch money.
What?
Send my lunch money, Noel.
I don't know what that means.
We're just trying to confuse you more. Noel.
Look, I am pregnant and I am hot. Like there's not a lot more
boy.
confusion that can happen here. Okay. All right. So
Cool.
let's get this show on the road here.
Shall we
Play the
swoosh?
game. Oh yes, let's
How
swoosh.
it does that swoosh thing?
Does that swoosh thing.
time.
We're going to go to the blue room. Okay, so we're going to go to the blue room.
Oh, thank you, Chrysanthus.
And don't put it in there, Chrysanth. This is why you're the bad group.
Saving it for later.
Don't you listen to her, Chrysanth. Your group is a fine group of players.
Yes, we benefit from all their troublemaking without getting in trouble. Just like the honor students.
Please continue to be the bad. No one needs an ice fork to cool down. Ha ha. Is there, before you go and head out sort of on this mission, is there anything like that you want to do before you go to the establishment, or do you just want to go to the establishment and kind of poke around and see what you find?
Well, I don't know. Nikki, should you look up the plans of the place? Let's get a layout. Let's at least know what we're getting into.
Yeah, sure, I could try doing that. We're also gonna have to figure out how we're paying for beds the next couple of nights, because he said the liquor only lasts us one night. Just keep that in mind.
Oh yeah, you paid in liquor. I forgot about that.
It was nice liquor though, so maybe it's more than one.
I know, I feel like, well, that's what we get. Anyways, yeah, sure. Is there anything, Daxxon, that you noticed that I should be paying attention to, or just anything?
There really wasn't, although the name of the proprietor, I did find that. It's a Leander Vaz. So, maybe you can do a little quick profile search on him, see what we know about him.
All right. Yeah, sounds good. Man, I don't know. Do we know anything it kind of makes sense why they would put it there, right? If we're thinking about Penumbra and expanding the signal, but
it's hard to say. I mean, if they're trying to, I don't really understand the technology they're using. If they want something planet-wide, why would they have 3 different pieces of equipment, presuming that's what it even is, in the same city? We're kind of assuming that it's something like that, but what if it's more about the people than the stuff?
So there's the big meeting going on.
Yeah, this next stage is only Kuvakara, only the capital, not planet-wide at this time. Yeah.
Okay, then that would actually make sense. So roll back what I just said.
Kuvakara is quite large. It's bigger than, say, the resort. So it's
and weren't all 3 of these
scaling up.
locations relatively? Remind me what
District or-
cantons, districts, zones they were in.
So the blue room, which is where you want to go first, is in the southeast facet.
Okay.
The black market cybernetics shop that I think you knew was run by a Yosoki named Scuttle, that's in the northeast facet.
Okay.
And then the Lizard Lounge, a Vascone nightclub type thing, that's in the south facet.
Okay. So it's kind of spread around. 2 in the south, 1 in the north. Yeah.
Triangulates,
Yeah,
kind of.
I mean, the trout. I guess we should be happy they have to do that to expand the signal.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Yes.
If that's what it's doing,
Fair enough.
it's reasonable.
All right, well, I'll do a quick infosphere search, see what I find.
For Leander Vaz, that's who you're looking at.
Yeah, see if I can get a LinkedIn profile or something.
Had I learned what ancestry Leander is? Was Leander a
Verthani, I think.
Verthani?
Yeah, he's Verthani.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Uzaku
and-
boy.
Yeah, Nozaku for history eraser, don't get pressed.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you, Nozakabuwe. Always looking out for history.
He's a good right-wing man. All right, well, while you're doing that, I'm going to prepare a spell just in case anybody needs emergency healing.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, so
We're
for Leander,
starting out strong there.
Oy,
Yeah.
You're
Still a dirty 20 with a nat 1. I'm just gonna say that. Just low key brag.
yeah,
But it
your
isn't that
your
one.
search on Leander is like pretty, run of the. He has some social media accounts. He doesn't really post anything of like any consequence. It's sort of like posts like, another day at the cafe. Hashtag grind. Like he's an hourly employee at an Infosphere cafe. He doesn't have a whole lot going on in his life.
Well, he's boring. I
Wait,
don't
so
know.
he doesn't own it? He just works there.
That is the appearance from his social media, is that he works the front counter at the Blue Room Infosphere cafe.
Oh.
I mean,
Interesting.
if he is an owner, he doesn't put it out there.
Or maybe he just isn't very profitable.
That might be it too.
Maybe he's just not good at what he does.
I mean, other than like proper placement for signal strength, I'm not seeing any other reason why this location would be picked in particular.
Well, it's like an infosphere. Don't they have a lot of like wires and stuff and send out strong signals and computer things?
Yeah, exactly
Wires
right.
and antennas and plugs.
Yeah. All that
Electricity.
fancy- yeah. What's electricity?
Oh no.
I like that my nat 1 is Cass is looking over my shoulder the whole time and distracting me. I'm like, stop. Give me space.
Why don't we like talk to some? I don't know. Don't you have underground friends or something? You can.
Not, I
know.
mean,
Well-
not here in particular, but I might be able to make my way in.
Yeah. What you kind of know about these locations is about what you're gonna know about these locations. So, yeah, you might
I say
just
we go
have
get
to.
a drink. Start the day off with some coffee.
I agree.
Coffee, have a
Coffee?
little talk with some peoples. You know what I'm talking about.
Have a bagel.
Makes sense to me.
There's a plan.
Oh no, you're gonna get
Okay.
me saying that. If I say it the two different ways, then I can't remember how I actually say it. Bagel, bagel. Yeah.
A bagel, yes.
Is that how you say? Ugh. Now I'm gonna be thinking about this all the way there.
Better
Well,
than a song stuck in your head.
well, now that you all have finagled a bagel, for your breakfast, do you want to head over to the Blue Room, or that's what it's called, right? Yeah, the Blue Room.
Yes, I feel prepared.
Okay. Because now I've gone out of it to look at something else. Hang on. Oh, no.
Since we had some time there, actually, I am going to spend 10 minutes to reset my solar weapon. I had changed it last session because I thought something might be necessary that turned out not to be, so I'm going to change it back to its typical. So, it's a 10-minute
Okay.
action.
Very good.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I'm just dropping you all in. So, no momento, por favor. Oops, I almost dropped in Klem.
I thought you
I
were
know,
dead
oh.
twice.
That would be scary.
He got better. How good.
Okay, so, all right, you are at the Blue Room. So just to give you an idea of what you're seeing here, a massive skyscraper towers above a network of bullet train tubes, roads, and they darken the lower walkways here. It's iridescent glass gleaming in the dusky sunlight. The sign posted on the north side of this building reads The Blue Room Infosphere Cafe, accompanied by a neon arrow that points down a winding back alley to a blue door.
Can you ping the direction of that alley on the map?
It's not really there. You kind of just end up at the door.
Oh, okay. So we've already followed that winding, creepy alley.
Yeah, basically, you kind of shuffle your way down the alley and you're confronted with a blue door.
It's like what
The
the
door for
cool
the blue
kids
room.
do. Yeah.
Wait, what did they do?
It sounds like a creepy alley. It's like it makes you feel cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
So,
remember that next time I'm stabbed in the backhand.
It's a public establishment. People should be going in and out of it. But I'm just going to say, maybe don't trust the door.
Maybe roll perception on the door.
I got my.
I will take a careful look at that door to see
I
if
got a
I see
hacking
anything
toolkit. I'm gonna
unusual.
use the prongs to test if it's got power going to it.
What are the odds that it'd be
It's a
two
kind
in
of
a
shadowy
row?
place. I'll use the retinal reflectors in there. I'm going to send this as a private one, so I don't even know. I don't know what I rolled, but Noelle does.
I know what you rolled, and actually, you see something, okay?
Oh.
When you're inspecting the door. It's a symbol of three tiny interlocking circles that appears on the door.
Ooh, hey, I have this thing. Let's see, how do I send this to?
Ooh. Okay, so let's see. You notice
It's not
signs
to
and
gather
symbols
information.
that
It's
members
not
of the serious
impersonate.
cults and other secret societies use to declare their affiliation members. You can use occultism in place of diplomacy to gather information about such groups in a place.
Could I just do a
Yeah.
straight occultism recall knowledge, maybe?
Yeah, do that.
Let's do a straight occultism recall knowledge then. And once again, I will do it a la secretly. Oh wait, I can't do that. It's not like perception where it's just built in, so
Yeah, so you can just
You
roll.
can change it in chat.
I'll just roll it
if you
normally.
want.
yeah.
You can change it.
Yeah, that's true. Oh!
no!
That's
And we
an
only rolled
inspirational
once.
time. We did
Right.
not accept... Oh, wait, that's not... I can't inspire it to
You
one.
need a
I
hero
can...
point.
In
And then
fairness,
you can just
it's
re-roll
medicine
it.
check, but I probably say
I'm just gonna go with the critical fail on that
Oh,
because I'm not
yikes.
gonna spend a hero point on the you know.
we're starting
you
out
think
hot,
this symbol
guys.
looks pretty.
Internet high five.
Everything's
history.
looking up.
Starting with 2 1s.
I'm starting looking into occult things now. I mean, I don't think I'm as good as Daxxon at it.
Yeah, I mean, I point it out and say, "Oh, look, he's got his logo down here. Why doesn't he put that on the sign?"
Do you want me to look closer at it or no?
Yeah, sorry, I'm laughing at no Zuckerberg.
It's nothing. You don't need to worry about it. It's nothing.
Doors don't open from the
Starfinders taught us anything.
anything. It's that doors
Yeah, it's
do
a-
not open from the outside.
Choose knows. It's a Venn It's just a Venn diagram. It's just, you know, it's kind of like no shoes, no shirt, no service. You know, that's all I need.
Did you roll a cult or
Okay.
or,
I got,
or
here we go.
culture, whatever?
Oh,
what
dang!
you
What
God.
is it?
No way!
Good Lord, we're bad.
I mean,
What are you
it
all
does look
looking at?
pretty. I see what you mean.
You're like, it is pretty.
It kind of glows, you
Come
know?
on, Rico, the Nat 1 water's great.
Get him out of the system.
What is?
Get him out
Yeah,
of
what
the
is this? Come on.
It's real edgy like.
3 dots.
I love
Oh,
the
there we
fact that we're like,
Ooh.
oh, come on, yeah.
The
there we go.
doctor's like, get out of my way. And
Oh,
looks
sorry.
At the
Please
symbol.
move aside.
Spending like 10 minutes staring at a door.
What is so mysterious about a door?
And of course, Riku's like, of course, this is the symbol of the hacktivist organization Syzygy.
Syzygy, that's not even a word. What are you talking
It's
about?
really not.
Syzygy?
Don't you guys know that this is the symbol of the hacker group, the Syzygies?
I don't write this. I read it.
In my best rendering, I don't believe you.
I was on Final Jeopardy last week. Come on.
It's so he explains to you that
Gay bar.
Sorry, guys, I lost it. Bunch of blue-haired, short,
Guys,
cut women.
This is truly a
That show,
They're gonna
chat.
take
We
out
are
the
that
world.
show.
door without getting derailed.
I'm so
This door
sorry.
is not going to open from our
Enter me
efforts.
timbers. No, it's okay. So, Dazaki, you'd probably explain that this group, who shall remain unnamed, as an organization of hackers who believes that all corporations are fundamentally corrupt. That they have no central leadership and they operate anonymously.
This all makes sense to me.
Nicky, I'm surprised you didn't know this.
You know, I tend to swing the other direction, so I never really. Don't get me wrong, I
No
like the
scissoring
ladies.
for
I
you,
just
I
like the ladies.
understand.
You know what I'm saying? I like ladies who are
No
interested in
scissoring, I
that.
get it.
No scissoring. No, you keep it there.
Thank you. I think that's all very creative, but literally, this is just a symbol used in this city to mean that this establishment honors the bonus card for the local retailer group. That's all it means.
Yes. All right.
That's either a really weird coincidence or fascinating. I'm not sure which one it is.
Well, it means we could have saved a little money on coffee if we waited until we got here. So.
All right. So, anyways, that's the symbol on the door. Okay.
I touch the door.
Is there a handle?
The door.
Yes,
yeah,
yes, there is a door
the
handle.
door appears to be solid at a molecular level.
It did not zap me. It's okay. I'll go ahead and open said door.
Oh no, it's push,
yep.
not
Active
pull.
high
It's
voltage
push.
is a good sign.
Thank you.
Okay. So, and there's just like this
God,
little.
more doors.
Yeah, there's,
Oh, this
like a
nightmare
little-
never end.
there's like a little hallway, but then it opens up into what looks like what you would think is an infosphere cafe.
Yes.
There's signs in common and Versite positioned near the door stating access to our state-of-the-art computers and discreetly browse the infosphere on our secure servers for the low rate of 2 credits per hour. Complimentary noise-canceling headsets allow you to surf the sphere in peace. Ask about our virtual reality headsets and day pass discount. Another sign proclaims that the establishment is a licensed penumbra retailer. Beyond the welcome desk, rows of plastic corrals house comfortable swivel chairs facing identical computers to the south. An outdated-looking service bot dispenses food and drinks.
Just FYI, the incognito tab thing here, it doesn't actually work. They can still see everything.
Good to know.
What
assume
incognito
so.
tab?
Is there anyone
blue room.
in?
They all say you're not gonna be a privacy.
I'm not.
I'm in character.
No VPNs here.
I'm sorry.
Is there
I'm
anyone
sorry.
actually in any of the cubicles? And is there any manned desk, or is this a self-service like an Anytime Fitness?
No, so there is like a 20-something-year-old looking male Verthani at the front desk, kind of flipping through like a data pad. There are customers in here. Looks like a few humans, Shirins, a Verthani. They're in some of the desks. You know, it's quiet because everyone has like headphones and stuff on, but like there are people in here.
I'm going to look at the 20-something Verthani who's manning the desk, and I am going to give him the intimidating glare. And I will go ahead and roll that. Let's see.
Scare that
intimidation.
barista.
Oh yeah, he would have like a name tag like hanging off his uniform too. It would say Leander. Like it would say who it is. Yeah.
I just leer menacingly and then I kind of glance to my companions to do the talking. But I'm just standing within that. I'm within arm's reach, and I'm looking at him like a monster.
He like doesn't pay any attention to you or like acknowledge your presence at all, except to point a finger up to the sign that I just read above you, and he reads it verbatim like, "Welcome to the Blue Door Cafe, the Blue Room Cafe. Access our state-of-the-art computers discreetly browsing his feed." He just rambles it off like he has done 1,000 times before. He does not blink like at all.
Wow, you're really feeling alive here, kid, huh?
And he's just gonna kind of look down at you and just be
eyes
like,
down the air.
yeah, you want a pair of headphones or not? It's 2 credits an hour. It's 50 credits if you want one of our headsets.
No, actually, we were coming in to see Leander. I was wondering if working today.
He points to his name tag, and he's like, "What do you all want? Don't make me call the cops."
Look, no, we don't want to cause any trouble. We were just following your profile. It's some fun stuff. I specialize in these types of things, so I was thinking about offering some of my services to your business. I was hoping my friends could look around, see if we could help with raise your social media profile on the infosphere.
We're not hiring at the moment.
First one's on the house. It's a trial run. If you like what you got, then we can talk pricing.
Look. Mouse thing. You want to buy some time
Right.
on the computers or our virtual reality sets, that's fine. We're an Infosphere Cafe. We're not worried about our social media presence.
Yeah, I could
There's
tell.
about 1,000 of us on this street alone, so it just... show me your credits, sit down, and don't put any viruses on the computers.
My fingers are clean. I look back at the group. I don't know what to do now.
I just lean into the guy. And then I wait because I realize Riku is about to say something smarter than I was. So I lean in, and then I hold my tongue.
All right. With our knowledge on this potentially being where the hacker group is located, would Riku know of? I mean, other than that symbol, is there any known, like, do you have any falafels or any secret
would
bougie
know.
handshakes?
What's the frequency, Kenneth?
You don't actually want it. I don't want to know.
You would know that the members of this organization identify each other with that symbol as a tattoo in ink that would show under blacklight.
Okay.
Should we pay for a booth and hang out at least while we're here?
We can, as soon as we use our credit sticks, I'll get a little nervous unless I can do something to mess with it.
I don't think we need a booth.
I think I need to go out and vape for a moment. Nicky, do you want to join me?
Sure. Yeah, sounds good after this guy. He's a real bundle of joy.
I guess Cass will talk to the guy at the counter. So I know nothing about computers, so like, how does it work? The internet?
He's just kind of look at her like, I don't got time for this.
Like, do you have a room where all the computer stuff is? Like, or is it all out here? Is that it? Or do you have another place?
You mean the server room?
There's a server room? What is that? What is a server room?
Okay, yeah, of course we have a server room.
When he says that, I attempt with perception to see if he glances, just unconsciously glances towards it without meaning to.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll do that once again.
Secret.
He doesn't. He's looking dumbfoundedly at Cass, like,
Okay.
what is this android? Like, what is...
Well, so it must be like a loudspeaker, right? Sends out stuff into the world. Got it.
He's just, like, speechless. He's finally goes, yeah, sure.
Great.
Just
I'll go look for food, I guess, while we're waiting.
okay, I don't know what you all are concocting for your plan.
Well,
I'm just going to stay in here and keep an eye on him.
just so happens I may have some inks that could be used for a tattoo on hand. Purchased, of course, before our cred sticks had to be held on to. And looking at Nicky, I can't fake being a hacker very well. You, however, could. Feel like getting a tat?
It's been a while. Yeah, sure. I love this.
All right.
How good's your art
All right.
skills?
Oh, I'm a very fine medic. I don't know how well my art skills are going to be in this regard.
Your hand's probably steadier than the last person that gave me a tat, so.
May I use medicine to give him the appropriate tattoo?
Sure. Go ahead and medicine on a tattoo.
All right.
So, I mean, the circles could be rounder, but I mean, the basic idea is there.
Okay, slap a little bit of a heel on there so that way it's not, I just slap this on you right now.
Yeah, I know. Leaving the fur there, usually they shave it when you do it, so that's not bad for faking it.
Let's see. Yeah, we'll use the,
Back alley tat. Work.
yeah, back alley tat and heel. Let's see.
Come down to the tent and heel.
That's good. We'll start that after the adventure's over.
There, that's a little bit overboard on the healing, but it's a replenishable resource.
It's only normal patrons, so come in, ask a bunch of dumb questions, leave, come back, exposed tattoo.
Just don't forget the 10 minutes in front of the door just staring at it.
Well, that's why we probably did it outside.
I mean, you're in the hallway, but sure. You know, this is a faint noise.
We just put cats in front of the door,
All right.
no one can get through.
I am in the door now, actually. He did say there is a server room here, so hopefully,
I bet you anything the thing's in there, yeah.
yeah.
All right. Let's see if Soulless Eyes in there reacts to this at all.
Go
Right.
ahead, be
All
my
right.
guest.
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Where's the front desk? Is this the front desk?
It's right, it doesn't say, but it's right in the front by the door. It's not indicated on the map very well.
No, it's really not.
I was
I
assuming
just have
it's to
been
the right.
presuming the B1 is the area where
yeah.
it is not pictured,
This is really
Yeah.
important. I need to be in the right square. Hey, my friend, Leander. I might have noticed something on your door when I was heading out. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't carry a black light around with you or anything like that?
A black light? No.
I should, yeah. You don't give off that Scissor G vibe.
Scissor G. What do you want?
I mean, can I say out loud? Look, I'm supposed to meet somebody in the server room. Can we go in there? You got the light.
You're supposed to meet someone here in the server room.
Somewhere quiet. Quieter. Yeah, I know everybody's got their headphones on, but you can never be too careful.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to show some ID. He's just kind of looks shifty back and forth when he says that.
I'm his ID. You need to do what he says. He pays me very well to get what he wants.
Yeah, I don't really think I need to do that.
Here's I
need
hold
some
out my
ID.
arm.
He kind of looks down at your arm. Is like, did you get bit by a bug?
You don't, man. You're just. Oh. We need to get you outside, Leander, man. You can touch some grass, man.
Well, what you need is a black light.
Well, so I have some bits and bobs in here. Hold on, let me go look at my kit. I thought I would figure you'd have one on you for when this situation arose, but
Look, does Leander look like he has some above average intelligence? He does not.
It looks like he has no give a darn.
Concerned that the only reason he's there is to call for interference should we try to just do what we want. So
hold on. Okay.
The fun killer.
Yeah.
I don't have black light specifically, but maybe I can put something together. I got quick install.
Excuse me while I make this black light out of spare parts from my pockets.
I mean, he would just stand there and like chew gummy bag. I mean, he wouldn't do anything, but he would just like be like, okay. Like, if you're not causing him any harm, he's.
It would probably be fun
chill.
because I have 3 different packs on my tool belt, so I'm just like pulling all this stuff
just
out.
like say you MacGyvered something, I don't care. Like,
because I got tech crafting, quick repair, quick install.
if you've got tech crafting, then just say like I MacGyvered a blacklight out of all these data pads we ended up picking up and shoving in the void space. Like,
I'm mumbling under my breath the whole time. Do you want me to roll engineering or crafting?
Sure.
Crafting.
Crafting.
Are you serious?
God.
I have to spend a hero point. Right? That's the 4th one.
Is it the
What
4th?
is going on tonight?
The 4th amongst us all. Yeah.
Oh.
You just like you zap
Oh, there,
yourself.
that's better.
There you go. That's better.
I can't believe I'm having to do this for you. Leander, you remember this. This
Then
bird
finally
right
you
here.
just pull out this janky bit of wires with a skirt and bulbs that you popped out of a camera from one of the data pads. You just shine it on your arm, and there's this janky tattoo of squiggly circle, interlocking circles on your arm.
I'm calling that the Leander hero point. It's all his fault.
And he kind of like nods, and he's like, "All right, take a seat."
Also, this is now yours, so no one else has to go through this rigmarole.
It's just his. Leander kind of looks at it and like puts it underneath the desk.
There you go.
Into a trash bucket.
Unbelievable.
I'm taking this responsibility and getting rid of it.
So yeah, that is literally all he says is, "Okay, take a seat." That's all he says. Like,
Okay.
so I guess
Did you find food? I'm hungry and
I
thirsty
have
now.
Auroch
I thought
jerky.
you all finagled bagels before you came here. Like,
I'm
Those
hungry all over
cronuts
again.
too. They're good.
Now I'm just hungry and hot. Stop! No more food. I'm gonna have to go get some.
I move over to make room for my companions to also take seats in cubicles. I stand until everyone is ready to sit.
Okay.
Are you coming, Nicky?
I'm coming. I got too many windows here.
Okay.
This guy's got me all off.
You're
my
sitting on my
game.
head.
Sorry. Watch
He's
the
little.
tail.
That black light really did a number on you.
I am feeling a little lightheaded. I need some coffee. Cronuts.
Oh goodness.
Coffee.
So yeah, you're at the Infosphere terminals. It's just like an Infosphere cafe. I mean, like the automatic page is like a generic browser, but like
Is he gonna let me in the server room?
it an Infosphere cafe. I mean.
Is he gonna?
I don't know.
It can.
Well, let's
Pick that right
talk to
away.
these people first, and then
Oh, hold on. We lost everybody.
We did?
Hold, please.
Your personal safety. If you don't open the server room for my employer,
Are you
I'm
guys
going
there?
to break all of your fingers. And if he reaches for anything, I
Hold on.
grab his hand.
Can you guys hear us?
If he moves his hand towards a button, I'm going
Guys, can you hear us?
His hand's been sitting on a button. Okay, and that was not something I could notice ahead of time.
Can you guys hear us? Testing,
Okay.
testing. Okay,
Hear you.
our internet just completely blipped, so the stream went away
Oh.
for a second.
Okay. Yeah, I hear you.
No. It should auto connect back once we reconnect.
Oh,
I
did
just gotta
the
get everyone's windows back.
So we couldn't hear it. I was like,
Everything just went black. I rolled a nat one in real life as well, I guess. Okay, hold on. I gotta get into wild variant.
so did
Sorry,
somebody
guys.
show up because we couldn't even hear? I was like, wait.
Hold on. Fixing it. Yeah, go ahead while I'm getting people back in here.
Hmm.
Sorry, pause for a second, Noel. They can't hear you. Give me half a second. Yeah, Kaio, for some reason, Noel didn't come in. Hold on, chat.
melted.
I'm working on it.
Oh, really?
Go. Yeah, for some reason, let's just see if it'll work this time. I might have you guys refresh if this doesn't work. So sorry, chat. I'm working on fixing it.
Yeah. Our dog didn't eat the internet this time. She's sleeping over there.
Yeah.
Don't eat the internet.
Is she?
Can I force a refresh on you guys? Let's see.
Oh,
Huh. All right, let me try something. Sorry, guys. We're gonna make a new one. Let's make a brand new one. See what happens. Look at that giant Noel.
Oh. Noel just appeared, but in the wrong. Oh, I see. You got
I'm
it.
putting a new one in. Sorry, chat. You get to see some behind-the-scenes OBS magic.
and I hear double Noel in my hair.
Yeah, I don't know why that happened. Look at giant Noel.
No, please, I'm already big enough. I'm a human barge.
Apparently, it just gave up the ghost here. Noel. That one goes away.
Getting
One more
closer.
shot. Here we go.
Almost there.
Yep.
I'm excited to hear what the real Doritos song sounds like now.
It
I get
does-
two
it-
versions.
It's like a country song. It's like a
Oh,
country
really?
song. It is. Yeah. You know what about, I don't even remember what I said to make Arudai make that song anymore. Like, I blocked it out.
You really like Doritos, that's what I can tell.
Oh, no.
I mean-
it was because we had a whole bag of Doritos.
Like, we're back.
And-
Sorry.
Magic.
Good. We're good.
Okay, we'll tell the
Okay.
story later. But I remember now.
Fair enough.
Okay, all right. But let me. Sorry about that, Jet.
Yeah.
Let
Everybody
me.
hear everybody now?
Mic check. Hello.
Mic
You
check.
all good,
Hello,
chat?
hello.
Show us
Yeah,
signs of
be-
life.
Missing
Missing
Doritos.
Doritos
No,
is a
missing
euphemism.
Doritos is not a euphemism. It was a literal story about missing Doritos, and somehow it became a story about. I don't even know.
It's because it's that kind of audience, even if it's not that kind of stream.
Right. We've got the AOK from Chrysanth. We're good to go.
Sweet.
Okay.
Okay.
Good, good.
Armpit?
Okay, so
Where?
let me kind of re-explain what happened like the last minute before we kind of had an oops. They finally finagle being able to show the tattoo, the syzygy tattoo, to Leander, who basically says, all right, go sit down. So they go sit at terminals and nothing is happening. So Daxxon is basically tells Leander to do something. Leander shrugs at him because he doesn't have anything to do. So Daxxon got up to physically to go over and confront and then threaten Leander, who's had his hand on a button since they walked in and were acting really weird. Like, they weren't acting like
We
regular
did not notice the
clientele.
button. That was, to be clear, we did not notice the button. There was no awareness
You
of the
wouldn't
button.
have. You wouldn't have. It's like right. He would be leaning and his hand would just be on it.
It's the teller alert.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it caused a metal shutter to go down around the little booth that he works in by the front door, but there's no alarm. Like, there's no siren, there's no
You don't hear an
blinking
alarm.
lights. It just closes the little station around his booth.
That was
It's a
weird.
little window.
Are we in trouble? Do we need to leave?
I would imagine that we have a limited amount of time before someone arrives to interfere with us. So
Find
let's
doors.
just see if there's a server room back here. Let me look at this door and make sure it doesn't look like it's wired to explode.
I give Leander a gesture as I walk by.
Like it's wired to explode?
I mean, no.
Okay.
It's locked, but it's not like it doesn't.
Is it? By the way, is it marked? Is either that door or the door that was up front here marked by? Did we blip again?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I mean, no, the doors aren't marked.
Okay.
They're like
well,
just nondescript doors.
I'm just guessing this one because it's in the back, as opposed to this smaller one that looks like it could be the restroom up front. So, checking if it's locked. I don't know. Is that one you can get open, Nicky, or is this something we're gonna have to just bash it down?
What kind of lock? Are we electrical or traditional?
Now this one has some engineering to it. You would need to do some work to get this open. It's not just a simple like bolt lock. This is some high-tech security that's locking this door.
Well, then it's the door we want to get through. I'll let you work on that. I'm going to go up front and try to secure the, like, if there's just a regular deadbolt lock on this front door, I'm going to close it and turn it.
Oh, it's already locked. The front door is locked. Like, you
okay.
are locked in now.
Oh, we're locked in. We're locked in. What about
there
this door
customers?
right here?
They're busy.
So that one would be locked too, but when I clicked it, it wouldn't lock for me for some reason.
Well, it's locked for me, so don't worry.
Quick, get out while the game's bugged.
Escape.
I'll check this one too. Also locked for me.
That one is locked, but it doesn't have like a fancy lock on it like the one in the back.
So
I will attempt to just kick it open.
Hey, I'm working in here. Wait your turn.
I'm rolling.
Okay,
my
so
freaker
if you are doing that, I just want to. No, it tells me like what you need to beat to break open a door.
I'm gonna spend my Dorito inspiration on it too.
Dorito dust.
Fire.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
36.
Okay.
36 is in the chat.
36.
Woo!
Okay, hang on. Let me make
Is
sure
that good or
that's
bad,
enough.
though?
And then Daxxon will have to try and break down the other door. Let me just see.
Is that going to be athletics?
You're gonna try to kick it, or you're gonna try and hit it with a weapon?
It's a door. I'm going to just try to kick it at the. Well, does it appear to have an electronic lock or just a?
No. It's just a lock, like a regular
Yeah,
lock.
I'm just doing the classic kick it right at the locking point to try to.
Yeah, then
knock
do
it.
athletics.
Ooh, that was tilting on that
Damn.
one.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Break at 27. So you've exceeded. So you have broken that door open. But let me describe. So I'm going to describe that room really quick, and then I'm going to do Nicky's room, just because
Okay.
I think that will
I
go
love
better.
that we're like coordinated opening.
Okay.
Yes.
So Daxxon, your room is like this cramped, narrow space. It's lined with humming rectangular machines. They stretch all the way from the ceiling. There's an illuminated floor. The room is suffused with blue light. Flickering multicolored bars display on the machines, which are protected by glass coverings. So this would appear to be like the server or data room for the cafe. Now, Nicky, your lock clicks open, and like the door kind of, like it's a much fancier door, opens to a very like spacious, low lit room with a singular desk in it. At the desk is a masked figure who turns around from a computer with several screens in front of it, and basically looks at you very curiously and says, "What are you doing in here?"
Leander is being very difficult. I'm here to
Leander is doing his job and you're being a moron. Who are you anyways?
I'm the rat. That's who I am. I'm here to see you and figure out what's going on here. Because
Clearly, you're a rat. Who the hell are you?
names aren't very important right now. It's information that's important. We know that there's a problem going on. We don't like what Penumbra's doing, and there's an issue here in this building.
Is that what this is about? She kind of rolls back in her chair and gets up and walks and sticks her head out the door and shouts, Leander! Turn off the silent alarm! You kind of hear the metal window roll back up, and Leander's just there, and he's like, they were being real weird, all right? I didn't know what to do.
He doesn't even have a black light with him. How's he supposed to know who's in and who's out?
Look, for his position, they need to be kind of dumb, but I'll grant you, he's pushing the limits. And she's gonna kind of like
right.
go and sit.
I apologize. He had me a little heated. You know, it's fine. I'm sorry. We're here to help. Please.
Well, I don't know that there's much you can do to help.
Well, maybe we can trade information. Like, legitimately, maybe we can trade information here.
So, you're here about the antenna, the transmitter. Are you from Eclipse?
Well,
We came from there.
sorta. Look, how much do you know?
How much do I know about the transmitter?
The app, the transmitter, what happens when it turns on?
So, the transmitter you put in here is, we didn't do a real good job. We haven't really touched it or played with it. We've poked at it, you know, in the code a little bit, but we knew that tampering with it or jamming the signal might cause some attention, which we didn't want. So we've decided just to observe it. For now. We know there's others, too. We found their traces of their signals throughout the city, so why would it matter if we destroyed just this one anyways? Be pointless, really.
Well, I'm not sure. Hey, Riku, you want to call Daxxon?
Daxxon, come on over here. We've found someone more willing to talk. What are you looking
Good.
at?
Server room over here. Oh, Voss, your door's broken.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. I mean,
So
like
there's
the
this
other-
lady over here who's talking to Nicky, and I say, what have we found out?
The signal, the source, one of the signal extenders.
Well, there's an antenna.
There's an antenna here. You guys.
Where is it installed?
I looked
You
at-
can't figure it out? Aren't you part of Syzygy?
I'm not. I'm just security for the rat.
Gosh.
We all have our place, right, Leander?
So which one of you is the freaking Eclipse goon?
Well,
That'd be him, and I just thumb towards Riku.
Yeah,
Plays
you
the
look
part
like the
well.
type.
I'm a doctor. We generally don't choose too hard about whom we get hired with, depending.
Look, it's not hard to find in our data room.
we know.
All the machines look the same to me in there. I don't do machines.
We know also there's some others, at least two others. And
Yeah, we know too. Of course you know. You're part of I am so confused about who you all are right now. You are saying things that don't make any sense.
The big man's doing bad things.
And I've been away trying to figure out what they're doing. We just got back a few days ago.
Look, everyone in our organization knows about the antennas. We've known for some time. The Eclipse Innovation people who came in and installed the upgrades were really bad at hiding what they were actually putting in.
Have you heard anything about New Elysium?
New Elysium? No, sorry, that doesn't ring a bell.
The resort that was supposed to be going online that has gone suspiciously silent?
That's where
Mom?
I've been. That's why I'm out of the loop a little bit.
Look, we don't know anything about any resort. We just know about these transmitters that Eclipse came in and installed, claiming that they were going to be part of Penumbra, but they emit some kind of weird signal. We haven't really touched them. We've just been observing them to see what they are. We didn't want to spook Eclipse to come back and give us any trouble. They've mostly left us alone since we've kind of used the cafe as a safe haven.
When you interacted with them, was there ever a Kion Reese involved?
Kion Reese, he's the head of software. He's gained a disturbing amount of influence in the company lately.
No kidding.
See, we keep a close eye on the top heads of these organizations. Our surveillance cams went back, and I watched him lead meetings. He had Eclipse board of directors wrapped around his little finger. He used to style himself a philanthropist, but 2 years ago he stopped donating money and attending charity events. These executive types always reveal their true colors sooner or later.
Did anything
don't know the half of it.
specific happen? Did anything specific happen 2 years ago?
Damned if I
Did
know.
you go on vacation? No, fair enough.
I think he just got sick of putting up the front. That he was as rich as he was gonna be, and he didn't have to act like he cared anymore.
I don't understand. Maybe the rat can explain it to me, but you let them come in and put new equipment in your business. You know it's doing
It's not my
something
business. I don't own this cafe.
Why were
Syzygy
you
comes
locked
in and
back here?
uses the infosphere here securely. Leander lets us, and he's too stupid to say anything about it. He doesn't know what we really do. And the owners allowed Eclipse to come and put in some sort of something that they told us would have to do with Penumbra, which we were already suspicious about, but rather than disable what they put in and potentially have them rain hell upon us and give up our safe, haven here in the Blue Room Cafe, we've just been observing it.
Nicky.
That makes more sense. Thank you.
Do you have those videos of New Elysium?
Yeah.
This is where the testing site was for this new Penumbra thing. And this is what it does, if you want to take
What
a
are you
gander.
showing her?
Videos of the
Videos from
crazy people.
Talk.
Oh yeah, Talk's videos. Okay,
Yeah.
yep. Talk had videos.
Maybe we shut the door too.
We shut the door, yeah.
She's gonna watch me like, you're telling me these people were affected somehow by that transmitter we have here in the cafe? Or something like it?
It's a weird
Something
signal.
like it.
They were
Yeah.
testing it. It's
Thanks to an app.
yeah. And it seems to be opening up a door to something much darker. That Mr. Daxxon can talk more to.
So, okay, let me get this straight. New Elysium was a resort.
It was a
Correct.
lab.
Also correct.
Okay.
It was
Okay,
a lab
hang on.
before, yeah. Well, I guess it still kind of
It was a lab where they were testing this signal, and everyone went nuts.
Yes, well, everyone being the lab rats. It was a resort, but it was just bait to get people there to test out their signal.
And how does Eclipse play into this?
It's their software.
Okay, it's Eclipse software that they were testing in a lab where?
They made, out in the diaspora, they made this place called New Elysium. It's built off an old lab where they used to research some crazy stuff about pain. Right? They rebuilt it. Eclipse put a ton of money into this to test out what they're turning on in a few days.
Eclipse has some dubious activities, especially in cybernetics, but if they did this experiment and it failed this badly, why would they put transmitters for this signal here in Kuvakara?
You and I say it failed.
It didn't fail.
I don't think it failed in their opinion.
Seemed like a
Slipping
smashing
around.
success.
Yeah.
That's
Why do you think they moved their headquarters? They're far away from here.
we just came out of the Eclipse building. It's basically empty except for a few of those zombie people just working.
Well,
Well,
lots of drones.
we know that Eclipse moved to a dark site, but we haven't been able to trace it.
We've gotten
Some.
part of the way there, but we don't know exactly.
If you know of this device here at the Blue Room, do you know the location of the two others?
Only approximately. We know they're in the city. We know about which facet they're in, but
If you knew exactly where they were, would you be able to use that perhaps to trace back to where the dark side facility is?
look, I'm questioning my thoughts on even letting you interact with the one we have. Look, we use this cafe as a safe haven for our hacking community here, and if you touch it and bring the Eclipse authorities down on us, and they will certainly come down on us, we lose our central location here.
Here's the thing. You won't have a location in about a week. It's all
So
going to be
you
gone.
say, but your story is a bit far-fetched. I mean, have you heard
Is the video
someone
that far-fetched?
said-
If that transmitter goes on and you're sitting right next to it, how long do you think you'll last before you're tearing out your own eyeballs?
I don't doubt some wacky thing happened somewhere in the diaspora, but this is not some rock floating around in an asteroid belt. This is the capital city on Verces. I'm sorry, but how
me
are
ask
we
you this.
connecting all
In
these
all-
dots here?
In all honesty, let me ask you this. When Leander triggered his silent alarm, who was notified besides you?
That's none of your business.
Well,
It's kind of mine.
what's to stop me from going into that server room and destroying every piece of equipment, because that transmitter is in there, no doubt, other than you guys triggering that silent alarm for whoever is going to come and help you. And honestly, they better be really close, because it won't take long to ruin this cafe. Or you could point out which piece of equipment is the piece of equipment at issue, and we can just disconnect it and take it with us.
You can take the transmitter, but you're going to have to do it in such a way that it isn't going to come back to having this cafe having tampered with it in any way.
Well, two thoughts on
I
that.
don't care about your use of this cafe, but maybe the rat has a different point of view.
Listen, everything my friend said, he will do very effectively. So try to work with us here. Two things.
Oh, no,
We just destroyed bots. We just destroyed a bunch of bots in the Eclipse. We hacked into things, and they haven't done nothing. I think they're hiding away for when this thing turns on.
They're all out in their little dark side retreat.
Two, you can let Leander say it was us that did it, and I think everyone will believe him.
You can take the transmitter, but you have to replicate the signal in such a way that Eclipse doesn't think you've tampered with it.
We'll give it our best shot. Can you share what stuff you've been able to pull, poking around in there?
Sure. They did a really bad job hiding it when they put it in as to what it was. Allegedly, it was going to be something that was going to help enable the rollout of the Penumbra app, which I don't doubt, but we knew almost right away that it was a bit more than that. We think we can make Eclipse believe it's still live, even if it's not, but it'll take a little bit of time.
How much time?
Well, it hasn't been our main priority. I mean, Eclipse has been, sort of off the rails for years, but we don't really concern ourselves with, every crack patent that they come out with. They're all pretty bad. This one just seems like a social media app, so we didn't pay it a lot of attention. I don't know.
You like having this cafe as your syzygy facility. You really don't want any repercussions to actions we might do. You've just stated you have potentially the ability to help prevent that, but it just hasn't been a priority. Maybe today it became a priority.
Well, it's not that simple. Despite them being really bad at installing and hiding what it was, the thing is actually built pretty ingeniously. It'd probably take us a couple days to finish being able to make a shadow transmitter, so to speak, so that it looked like this one, it was still transmitting when it wasn't.
Remind me what our scheduled rollout. What player question? Remind me what the timing on the scheduled rollout of Penumbra is.
You have a week. Like okay. It's not tomorrow. Like you probably 6 days at this time. Like say a day passed, you now have 6 days.
Okay.
So do we have to leave it here in the meantime? Okay.
I mean, any physical tampering of it, if we were just to rip it out, we would, and we know that something would be sent back to where it's being monitored. We know that much, which is why we haven't physically really tampered with it in any way. We've just kind of poked around with it, software a bit.
Can you do it in 5 days?
Oh, yeah, it wouldn't take 5 days. It'd probably only take, like I said, 2 at most. If we pulled an all-nighter.
It'll be 2. 2 is great.
What else do you need to make that happen?
Nothing from you all. I'll get some of my hackers on it. The more of us I can get here, the better. But
you seem to be concerned with sort of the doing what you do for good and to stifle corporate malfeasance. Is that right?
Yeah, but you have to pick and choose your battles when you're fighting the big corporations, and I'm not entirely convinced this is one we should be fighting, but if it comes up to
millions of people's lives, literally
according to
millions
you, which
of people's lives,
I don't really see the evidence of, but if it's something we can quietly stick it to Eclipse a little more, I'm willing to do it.
Yeah, let's stick it to him.
After building the one, how hard would it be for you to make 2 others for the other sites?
I mean, it would, we'd have to be there, but I don't know that we have enough hands to go around to do that. We can definitely do that to ours. You might just have to smash up the other ones and deal with the consequences.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Can we get your digits? Just get a hold of you.
She's been starting to feel a little of that syzygy. I've been working on it.
I'll hit you up.
Hook and scissor G.
Oh my god. So yeah, because you remember, you can't see her face. I mean, like, it's covered. You see her eyes,
We know
and
what
like
she
that's
looks
it.
like.
You really don't.
What ancestry is she? Is she another Verthani, or is she something
You
else behind the
can't
mask?
tell.
Can't tell behind the mask. She
Yeah.
doesn't.
There's plot darkness.
Okay.
Well, she gave me a number.
Okay, she's going to look at Nicky and be like, all right, look, give me your data pad. And she's gonna like really fast and like put some things in, and she will have installed a secure communications thing on your data pad so that you can contact her. She wasn't
Sweet.
gonna try and explain what that was to Cass.
Is there a name on there?
No, it literally
Okay.
has no name. No, like, it literally says no name, and that's the only contact in this app for you to contact.
Okay.
Baby steps.
Baby steps, yeah. We'll be in touch. I think we'll leave you be now. I'm sorry for breaking the
Look,
door.
we'll tell you when we've made any progress on replicating the signal and that we're able to physically remove the transmitter. If you want it after that, you can come and get it.
Oh, we will. That's for sure. And I would love to know how it go. If you can send me the details on how you did it too, we might need to replicate it.
All right, well, everything will be in this app. If
Okay.
you want it saved somewhere, you need to save it within 24 hours or it will be deleted.
As a
Very good.
goodwill offering, may I fix your door?
And she's like, don't worry. Leander's pretty good with a screwdriver.
I actually don't know if I believe you or not, but all right.
You're talking about the tool and not the drink, correct?
Well, I do have a bit of Auroch jerky for snacks in the night.
Or,
She's gonna hand it
yeah.
over. It's real
Do you
good.
guys? I mean, you could go
Yes.
and attempt another location, or you could try to sleep somewhere.
I actually wanted, as we're leaving, I sidle up over to Riku and say, "Hey, man,
Yes.
I thought I saw you wanted to say something back there, but you kind of clammed up. Is everything okay?"
I didn't know if it was good to let her know about the zombies inside the building or the bomb. Actually, no, I was hesitant to let her know that we almost got blowed up.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, to be honest, I'm
That's-
sorry, guys, if I overstepped too much. I just thought it was
No, you did fine.
worth a shot. And hey, you got her digits, so, things are something.
Yes.
Mysterious
Cass
tat.
got no name digits.
No name digits.
No name. Oh boy.
Well,
I'm going to, on the way out, tell Leander. So, Leander, I was really just bluffing. You're far too non-threatening to actually impose physical violence upon you. Either have no sense of self-preservation or a very cool nerve. And then I reach out at my hand to shake his hand.
He's gonna like
Put it there.
look at your hand and be like, "All right," and like slap you 5 and be like, "Yeah."
Close enough.
Leander is not the brightest crayon in the tool shed.
Clearly not.
Who put these crayons in my tool shed?
that was also a beautiful, verbose, gentle put down by Daxxon.
Oh boy.
I don't know if we
All
need
right,
to
so-
rest. I feel like we're pretty good.
Yeah.
I still need a coffee,
And we can move right
but
on.
let's do this.
We can move right along. We also should see if there's any odd jobs so we can get some credits that aren't linked to our tainted ones.
That's not a bad idea.
What can we do to get money real fast?
Do you really want the answer to that question?
I do, actually.
No,
I could maybe jump onto the dark side of the infosphere and see what's
ooh, we got launder some credits.
side quest.
I mean, asking them if they had a good way to launder our credits wouldn't have been a... they've got enough on their plate.
Maybe one of your other locations is shady enough to maybe help out with that, depending on how you do.
I mean, a nightclub and a black market cybernetics. I'm pretty sure they're both gonna have some under the table.
No. I might be able to... Do they do augmentations with the cybernetics? Because maybe I can help out with that.
Nice.
I mean, you can go see Scuttle.
Scuttle.
He-
He's a Yosaki. He's your butt.
He's also a Yosoki, so.
Yeah. Family.
Family, yeah.
There's
something
a
like
friends
that.
and family
Family.
discount, I heard.
Now I like the way you're talking, Cass.
I say we go there.
Sure, that sounds good. Maybe you and Riku could pick up some dirty jobs.
Of course.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the cybernetic shop. Okay, hang on.
Did that have a name? I just said black market cybernetics.
That's all I have.
It doesn't, but you were able to find out that a Yosaki named Scuttle runs the place, but it doesn't have a name. Like any good back alley shop.
That's what the cool kids do.
There's a lot of cool kids around here, I guess.
Okay, so here you are. You're actually you are in the northeast facet here, and I'm gonna set the scene for you. A golden glow of evening light fades to near blackness within this maze of murky, shadowed streets illuminated by blazing neon signs. The few pedestrians in the area move quickly. Their heads are down, they're clutching their valuables as they speed past stone walls crowned with razor wire and adorned with colorful graffiti. The squalid buildings here are characterized by by boarded windows and metal doors riddled with bullet holes. Located near a two-way intersection, one such entrance is adjacent to a large, intact storefront window, displaying a variety of tech from weapons to cybernetic augmentations. Neon block letters above the simple door state, "Open."
You know, it's odd after escaping a space station with a bunch of insane people how this doesn't faze me that much anymore.
Exactly.
Everything's a matter of perspective.
All right, so as you sort of enter the storefront in this shady part of town,
I'm watching my stuff.
you enter. So there's a long 4-foot tall steel and glass display case that separates a small area of the room to the east from the main shop. Analog and powered weapons hang from hooks on the wall behind the display cases. The cases also contain cybernetic devices, comm units, and other technological items labeled with significantly marked up price tags. To the west, a repurposed storage crate serves as a table flanked by 2 dilapidated velvet armchairs. The table and chairs are positioned in front of a metal rack containing antiquated print books and magazines that appear to be falling apart. Also, sort of like behind the desk, there's a little white Yosaki. He's got red eyes. He's on a stepladder behind the display cases. And there are 2 vests sitting in the chairs to the south, browsing the print magazines. So that's what you see in this room.
Ooh, classic print. Riku goes over and tries to look at the classic print too.
Yeah, the Vesk there that's sort of like manhandling one of the prints sort of like looks over the pages and, you know, like snorts at you.
Hello.
I'll go up to the Yusoki. Howdy. You look like a scuttle to me.
And he looks down from his stepladder and kind of, you know, gets down and puts his arm on the counter and he's like, yeah, it's Scuttle. What can I help you out with today?
Well, there might be a couple things, but first of all, I'm an augmentation specialist. I was wondering if you were needing anybody who does that at this fine establishment.
Yeah, well, you look real sweet, doll, but not right now. We're all set. I'm in the market, though, for some nice, fine, high-end augmentations just off the line from Eclipse, if you know what I mean. Perhaps you could, you know, need some?
You know, sometimes we walk along and we see those hanging around. It's like a lucky penny, and maybe we could pick some up and bring them by.
You lost me there. You said you're in the market from as you want to acquire them or as you have them for sale?
Well, it depends on what you're looking for. You need anything special? Nothing you just see in the display cases?
Well, if it's from Eclipse, why would you have it in the display cases?
Oh, you know, it's a business associate of mine from way back. Eclipse does a shipping. I show up on a delivery route. Some credits change hands. I get some new duds and Eclipse cashes out on the theft insurance. You know, typical business.
It sounds
I mean, he's
completely
not wrong.
straightforward and up and up.